it's the key. No more starving, getting rid of inflammation. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices that see you through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feeling so right. With diet-free life that helps futures lose pride.
What's up, everybody? This is Diet Free Life with yours truly, Robert Ferguson. That is Roberto Lorenzo Foguso. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me just say welcome. If you are here for the first time, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are, eventually work your way over to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe so that whenever we upload a new video, so it could be live, it could be a new video, it could be an emergency message we want to get out there, then you would be notified. And at your convenience, you can watch it, listen to it whenever you want. Now, this time together on this video, I'm going to specifically talk about a supplement that people are buying called glutathione. Okay. Now, I want you to keep in mind my ultimate goal is for me to use glutathione as an example of a supplement. And there's thousands of supplements generating billions of dollars. And I'm going to use glutathione as an example of what to look for and why most people are being scammed when it comes to supplements. Now, there are certain supplements that I am 100% with and behind and support. And I can back it up and I can debate with anyone on why I 100% support them and believe them. And that being said, I open myself up, for people to pick at it, right? Or to expose that maybe I'm telling a fib. I would use the exact same things I'm going to share with you about glutathione toward me and the supplements that I recommend. There is nothing to hide when it's the truth. And when it's the truth, it's the truth. Because there's a lot of supplements out there that are just 1,000% a lie. And they have the right, the same as someone who writes a book, to sell whatever they're going to sell. And because they're not regulated, I'm talking about supplements, by the FDA, until someone is hurt, until there's a lot of people that are complaining about side effects or some of the negatives, it can stay on the market. And there's people out there who are building a really solid business with certain supplements. Now, I got introduced to the supplement industry in the late 90s, and I manufactured my very first products in the late 90s. So it's not new to me. And I've had some training, some certifications on supplementation. It's a big part of our institution, where we certify people to become coaches, where we train on supplementation. And I understand that supplementing with a product means you're replacing food or ingredients that you may not be getting or are falling short on. They're not supplements where you are replacing food. So I take a food approach to everything. Now I'm laying the foundation, because what I'm going to share with you in the next 10 minutes is going to put you in a position where you have better discernment. And you will notice the people who are lying, because there's a lot of them. I go on Facebook and I see it every day, all day. And unfortunately, many of these people who are selling these supplements, they don't know that they don't know that what they're selling is crap. Because what I'm about to share with you, using glutathione as an example, is just It's just one example. Okay, and there's a lot of promises about glutathione. So don't get stuck on glutathione. And that's why I wrote an article. And the article is about what to look for about supplements. So I have provided it. There's a link. You can read the article on with a nice cup of coffee or a cup of tea or maybe a large cup of water. In less than 10 minutes, you could read the article, and I believe you would have a better understanding of certain things to look out for. And I talked a little bit about collagen, peptides, which is trending right now as a popular supplement that a lot of people are pitching and selling. Glutathione, because I'm going to talk about that now. And there's a couple other ones. I think multivitamin, etc. And I share with you my personal recommendation in the article. I also give you some take-home ideas, and I kind of bring clarity really fast. I mean, you can learn about peptides, what to look for, what to be concerned with, why you may not want to be wasting your money or your time in probably, I don't know, less than 2 minutes. So it's a very condensed, quick read. And then I cite everything. So there's a strong reference list, and you can go look up everything. And if you're having a difficulty finding anything, I'm an open book. Reach out to me. Okay. So think about whatever supplement you're thinking about. And I also, in that article, give you a breakdown on questions to ask yourself or to ask people that will help you come to clarity on if this is a supplement you should be using. Because I'm telling you, I've been coaching people for a long time, and it's been a lot of people. And Dana, who's one of my Facebook friends, I saw her post this thing on glutathione. I was like, oh, Lord. And that really triggered me to write the article that I wrote and to do this video, because I actually care about these people. Now, there's a lot of fitness influencers, personal trainers, nutritionists, dietitians. What I'm about to share, they don't want you to know because they don't know. Now, some of them are cool with it because they're humble. And if they can be better, they're all about it. But a lot of them aren't humble. And they don't want you to know, because then you're going to realize some of the people that you look up to have lied to you. That's the truth. They've lied to you. Okay, so I'm going to prove my point. Okay, I'm going to prove my point. So let's bring up glutathione. Okay, let me see. Let's remove that and let's put this up. Okay, glutathione. Like, what is glutathione? So I have some notes, and I promised myself, I said, Robert, stay focused. Don't go on a tangent. Let's just walk them through it step by step. So at any point, if you find yourself going, okay, what does he mean by it? Just rewind it, and I'll go through it again. Okay, and I do have some images to make all of this that much easier. Okay, so glutathione is a master. It's like the ultimate antioxidant. Okay, it's a master antioxidant. So when you look up glutathione, you will learn that it's really, 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 really needed, and very, 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 very helpful. And thousands of papers have been written about glutathione. So glutathione, in short, it helps to protect your cells. It helps to support detox, meaning getting all the stuff out of our body that we don't want. And it helps to boost your energy. Think of all the people you know that are walking around complaining, oh, I'm so tired. Man, my energy is not the same. Now, there's many other factors that play a role in your energy levels, but glutathione is a big one, plays a huge role. And it's being sold everywhere. And I'll have people telling me all the time, oh, yeah, my personal trainer said I should supplement with glutathione. Now, here's the first thing that you want to know, okay? The very first thing you want to know about glutathione, aside from the fact that it's a master antioxidant, that it does protect your cells, which is very important, that it helps detox your body, getting rid of the toxins and the things we don't want in our body, and it helps boost energy, and it does a whole bunch of other things. It has a strong connection to autism. I mean, it helps with, it is the number one. If there was one number one antioxidant in the world And every expert agrees on, like everybody agrees with this, and that it would be glutathione. Okay. Now, here's the truth that people don't want you to know that are selling glutathione, because you can go get it injected in your body. There's pills, there's expensive pills, which I'll touch on just for a second. But the first thing you want to know, well, actually, the first thing I would want to know is that your body produces glutathione, and I'm going to share that with you. You naturally produce glutathione. So it's not essential where you have to consume glutathione. Your body produces glutathione. And the way my mind works is like, okay, well, if you want more glutathione, then why don't you do all the things or make available in your body what is necessary to produce it naturally? But we live in a world where everybody wants it now. I want it right now. Right? Right now. Well, here's the first thing you want to know after that. Glutathione has to be made inside your cells to actually work. So when you read the literature about glutathione, the literature and all the benefits that come with glutathione are based on what's taking place inside of your cells that's produced in your cells, not what you're consuming, not what they're injecting. No matter what quality of the supplement they say it is. So therefore, you're wasting your money if you're buying glutathione supplements. Second part is that the pills, the powders, they don't make it into the cell, because what's inside of the cell, that glutathione, is what creates all the benefits that's associated with glutathione. So you have to be real careful when you're listening to people when they talk about some of these supplements. But if you don't know, you don't know. You're counting on them. You're trusting the person who's telling you to get this product. You're trusting them. I mean, it's so sad. So you're going to need a healthy cell membrane. Okay. Let me give you an example of what a pathway looks like. Okay. Now, it's like going back to 9th grade, right? So all of this is part of the pathways that's taking place inside of the cell to create glutathione that's going to help you. Okay. And you're going to need certain things in your body in order for this to all take place. You're going to need some amino acids like cysteine, glycine, glutamate, which you can get through foods, right? You're going to need B vitamins in your body, magnesium, selenium. You're going to need a healthy fat membrane, cell membrane. That means you're going to need some healthy omega-3s. Otherwise, it ain't going to happen. Check this out. Let me change it over. Okay, so we have something as you're looking at this. I want you just to be thinking. This needs to take place inside the cell. But some of you just bought product that's called glutathione. So let me double down on this. If you bought a product, you're wasting your money. If someone recommended glutathione, they told you to go buy it, forward this video to them and they say, hey, I came across this, and you know what, do it in a way we say, is this guy full of hot air? Like, is what he's saying real or what? And then they'll go and they'll Google and AI and Chat GPT, and they'll go look it up. And the reality is, we're going to help them be honest with people when it comes to glutathione and hopefully other supplements. Okay. The one thing that I wrote down I wanted to go over. So this supplement of glutathione, well, if you're supplementing, they're ineffective. Key thing take home is the body has to make it inside the cell for it to truly work. The body has to make it inside the cell Taking glutathione is not the glutathione that your body is going to make. Your body has to make it. Taking glutathione doesn't cause your body to make glutathione. Taking glutathione doesn't cause your body to make glutathione. Now, there is a product out there. Let me show you. Next slide. And we're almost done, right? So if you look in the middle, you see that it says liposomal glutathione. This is what they call enhanced absorption. Okay, let me make that a little bigger. Okay, so you can see that. See that? Liposomal glutathione. Okay, you're going to pay 2-4 times more than what you would pay normally. And they will sell you on the fact that this is a glutathione that is going to get to the cells and it's going to do all these amazing things. There's not one study, not one peer-reviewed, randomized, placebo-controlled trial anywhere that proves that. So you can spend more money and you can believe because the doctor or the person who's telling you to spend this extra money has you believing because they come across confident. But follow the pathway. Follow the pathway and ask them point blank, do we naturally produce glutathione? And what are they going to say? Yes. We believe your glutathione levels are low, so we want to increase it. Okay. How can you prove that it's increased? Well, we can draw your blood. Oh, okay. Well, if you inject glutathione and is now circulating in your blood, and then we test to see how much glutathione is showing up in the blood that we just took out of your body, yes, you're going to have more glutathione. But inside of your cells, you are not producing more glutathione, which is the glutathione in the cells that's already in there being produced that's going to help you. Okay. I don't know what else to say. Now, some people don't want to know any different. They just want to believe what they believe they know to be true. And they're not looking for anything other than that because they bought into it, right? They don't want to know anything other than what they have bought into. And that's human behavior. But some of us want the truth, and we're going to share that truth with people, even though it may hurt their feelings a little bit. I need to be honest with myself. Why would you be buying a supplement that does not help you at all? I mean, I hear it all, guys. I hear it all. I heard recently from someone I thought knew a little bit about nutrition that eating fruit was bad. Lord help me. That if you want to lose weight, don't eat fruit. Now, these kind of people, I would love them to do a live with me and just have a conversation. I think it'd be great. I know it'd be great for my clients and my supporters and fans to hear me have that conversation with someone. I would love that. But the challenge that they're always going to have with me is that I've been doing this for so long, and a lot of my clients, thousands of them, are still alive, and I can get them on the phone call. I could bring them on live. We have their testimonials. I have that long of a proven record that they all ate fruit on a regular basis and lost 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 plus pounds, nearly 300 pounds eating fruit. Even when I share that with certain people, because they want to believe what they were told to be true, they have a hard time mentally accepting that reality. It would be like the government comes out and finally says, we never went to the moon. There are some people that will still say, I don't know why they're saying that, but we did go to the moon. I don't know why we're wired that way. And some people will go, I knew it. I always felt it. Well, when it comes to supplementations, the ones that I endorse, the ones that I talk about, I can back them up 1,000%. And the cool part, and I'm almost done, and this is like probably the coolest part, is that everything that I recommend is test-based, third-party, scientifically validated outcomes in the blood that proves not just your blood serum, but in the membrane that proves that it works. Not a hypothetical, someone saying, I think you should go buy glutathione. Unbelievable. And you know, this one person who I'm thinking about who tells her clients not to eat fruit. When we did her tests, one of these tests that we make available, because the blood work doesn't lie, came back absolutely horrible. I mean, horrible. But yet this is someone who is preaching to everybody else, telling everybody else what they're not supposed to eat, what they should be eating. But the blood work is absolutely horrible. And once seeing that it's horrible does nothing to prove it or to improve it, sorry. So when you have test-based nutrition, and it's as clear as that, one, you want to find out where you are, because then you can do something about it, and it doesn't even take long to do something about it. So, one, read the article that I wrote. Some of you are just taking supplements like these peptides. There's no scientific peer-reviewed evidence anywhere, like nowhere, just anecdotal testimonies, meaning individual. I'm telling you, I'm sleeping better than I haven't slept this good for years. My weight just came off. You get that stubborn body fat. But then again, people don't always want the truth. And I don't know why that is. So, and I can't put these people down. I just gotta, it is what it is, right? Because you could go to your gym tomorrow, right? Or your place where you do personal training. You walk into that gym, and let's say you've been buying supplements from this gym. And maybe one of the supplements is glutathione. And what I'm sharing with you pertains to like everything. Remember, this is principle-based share. So are you just going to keep buying it, even though you know it's not helping you? Are you going to let them know? They'll get defensive, right? So if they sold glutathione, and this could be the same for a multivitamin, it could be for a lot of things. Are you going to like just not say anything? Or if you say something, you're going to be able to see, you're going to see how they get defensive and how they're just not open to wanting to learn. Like I said, a lot of people they lack humility. Like if someone came to me, and I'm thinking about this one fitness trainer who I know and I think the world of her. And she's a little bit of an influencer. So she's got some thousands or millions of people that, follow her. And she's fully aware of this product that I endorse called Balance Oil that everybody needs. Okay. Like 99.9%. And they all benefit from it. And it's scientifically validated through a third party test. It does not get any better than this. But this person doesn't want to acknowledge it. That's why I keep coming back to like people, you have to become your own health advocate, because if you're trusting your friend or your cousin or that person who's in part of some network marketing company, like, and I'm part of a network marketing company. And that's why I'm so confident and proud, because I can say, hey, there's a test and it's top of the line. Not only will tell you where you are, but will prove that the product is helping you on a cellular level. At that point, people get in line. Like, I just sent 2 people who I think the world of a test for free. So I paid out of my own pocket because I want them to experience it, because it's going to shock them in a way where it's like, wow, why didn't I know about this? Wow. And they're going to realize very fast that a big part of their health and their life could have been better if they were aware of the tests and had improved the health markers that they learned about with this test. There are people who are going to experience gout and Hashimoto's, Graves' disease, dementia, high blood pressure, and the list goes on and on and on, because they, over time, when you don't have a optimal amount of certain ingredients in your body, or vitamins, minerals, right? Molecules, I'll say molecules. And I'm trying not to give it away. If you're suboptimal, eventually certain health conditions get expressed. And once it gets expressed, okay, now you got it. But we know that if you didn't have suboptimal levels of this molecule, there's a very good likelihood that you could have put off that health condition being expressed. Wow. And I look forward to the next 5, maybe 10 years before everything I'm sharing with you is top of the line common knowledge. I hope it's before that, because many people between now and that 5 or 10 years are going to develop certain conditions that could have potentially been, they could have put themselves in a position where those things don't happen. But because they have suboptimal levels, it's going to happen. See, stuff like that, you can't keep it a secret. Not that, I mean, it's just the right thing to do. Okay. All right. Well, I don't see any questions that have come up for me. And I'm not catching the ones on Facebook, but I hope that was all helpful. So remember, and I'll close on this, and the article is provided. So make sure you click on that link. You can read the article, and it will help you realize like what you need to like avoid before you, or it will help you figure out what supplements are best. And most of them aren't. And so my thing is this. Whenever you're thinking about taking a supplement, or maybe you're currently taking that supplement, ask yourself this question: does my body naturally make it? Right? So if it was a multivitamin, and I addressed this in the article, then you would say, well, it has all these different vitamins. Am I not getting enough of these vitamins? Can I get it through food? Does my body produce some of these things? Like, what's essential? And once you start doing that, you start going, I probably don't need a multivitamin, because I eat a variety of food. I eat different vegetables and I eat fruit. Now, if you're someone who's walking around malnourished, okay, that's a whole nother conversation. A completely different conversation. But in reality here, we're talking about, like, if I'm going to supplement, that means I'm supplementing by buying a product that's going to give me something that I don't already have and I need. You know, like in closing, we're doing this 30-day gut health program right now. Now, what's cool about this gut health program is that one of the things we're doing is showing people how they can create or produce enough melatonin in their body without having to supplement with melatonin. So you have those people who go buy magnesium to help themselves sleep. They don't need to supplement with magnesium to help themselves sleep. What they need to do is create more serotonin, which we know for mood, but also is a big part of sleep. Serotonin, once it's inside of your gut and you have enough dietary fiber, specifically prebiotics, the serotonin in your gut converts over to produce melatonin. But you can't get the serotonin unless you consume enough tryptophan. I hope that's what I said. And tryptophan is an essential amino acid that you consume. You get through food. It could be turkey, chicken, fish, eggs. And once it gets inside with the dietary fiber, it converts to serotonin. And then serotonin with the magnesium that's in your body and some B vitamins converts to melatonin. And you, my friend, has a better sleep. So many people would actually get better sleep if they increased their dietary fiber. Now you could supplement, which I recommend. There's this, but don't supplement with just any kind of dietary fiber. You want to supplement with a prebiotic, which is dietary fiber, right? So anyway, I hope that helped. I want to say thank you. If you were here for the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, come back anytime. If you have questions, you can reach out to me directly. If you want us to cover a certain supplement, and I'll walk you through the pathways of that supplement so you can better understand if it's something maybe is worth buying or not, then reach out to me. If you want to learn more about our test that we can make available that you can do at home, reach out. And if somebody shared this video with you because they wanted you to become informed, then reach back to them first before you reach back to me, because maybe they're one of my partners and they can help you get that free test that you can do at home. All right, I'm done and I got to go. And to the next one. Peace out, everybody.
No more counting calories, just living free. Robert Ferguson's got the plan you need. With diet-free life, it's the key. No more starving, getting rid of inflammation. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices to see it through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feels so right.